and time. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for all your contributions. I want to ask a follow up to that question, and that is for those who are doing business. If you have a skill or you have a business, how do you define success in that business that you are into? How do you define success with your skill or your business? Those of you who have a business, how do you define success in your business? Please let me have your answers. If you would like to talk, just raise your hand and then I give you the opportunity to say something directly to the mic, or you could just type and then I'll give you the opportunity. Okay, somebody raised hand and the hand has gone now. All right, Chika, success is personal journey and defining what is meant to you is crucial for a fulfilling career. Life and business, that's not where you raise and do. You go and raise and like a reaction so that I will be able to allow you speak. Okay, I have my Cameroon leader, man. Hi, Chris. Good.
Yes,
Good morning. How are
Dr.
you?
Sam Howard. Happy Sunday. Are you getting me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Success to me is uh, is contextual to each individual,
Okay.
and the goal behind every business,
Hmm.
the core behind every business is to make profit.
Okay.
And if you want to make profit, it depends on which stage of your business you are. At the early stage, you will try to develop it and look in terms of you achieving those steps leading you to start making profits.
Okay.
If you are moving the right direction,
Okay.
then you are successful.
Okay.
There may be little steps every day that is leading you to reach your goal end, the final boss.
Okay.
Now, if you are doing actions which are giving results, not the negative direction, then you are successful. So in general, being successful in business is going towards the right direction. You are making progress. The company is making growth. And in a nutshell, that is it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Okay, I have life and business now. Hello, life and business. Oh my God, I have plenty answers in the chat. Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, sir.
All right. Please, what's the name?
My name is Daniel.
Okay, Daniel. Life and business. All right. Life, live, and business.
Actually, that is my brand name.
I understand. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah,
define
for
success in
me,
business?
oh, sorry. Good evening, everyone. For me, success might be different from everybody, but for me particularly, success for me, what it means to me is like being able to think freely and the kind of impact you bring to other people's life. In time of business, when you impart, maybe you have one kind of knowledge that you have to impart to other people to be able to live well. For me, I think maybe when you impart on people's life positively, that is success too. And and it can easily like it can in other way around. If you can be able to think freely and able to do things in normal way, and some people success might be different from other people. It maybe if you have maybe for some other reason for people it might be maybe when they have dinner with their family, that might be success for them. But some other maybe when they make 1 million a month, that might also be success for them. So for me, if you can be able to think freely, that is success to you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. There are a lot of beautiful answers in the chat. Success is a multifaceted concept of achievement and encompasses the fulfillment of personal, professional, and societal aspiration. To me, as a business success, being able to, the chat has disappeared. Being able to establish and keep outdoing your past, making impact in the lives of others. Okay. Adela Kun says success in business means a continuous action filled with continuous adjustments. Okay. success in business is being consistent in that business, and be able to satisfy your clients. Fantastic. Now, it is good. Please screenshot as many answers as you can. This is very good. Do me a favor. Post the screenshot on your story, either on WhatsApp story or your Instagram story, and tag me if you're doing Instagram. It's important. Maybe I can reshare it. All right. So while you're learning from me, you're also learning from other people who are contributing in the chat. It's very important to look at the chat once in a while and just screenshot whatever it is that you see there. All right. There are a very few areas of life that all of us are privileged to play in. Please listen to the things that I'm about to say tonight. It's very important. There are few areas of life that we are privileged to play in as it relates to the most important part of our life, which is money. All right. I believe that money is the most important part because we can't do anything without it. And the more we have, the more we can do. Regardless of how you want to define life, if you have money, it will be easier. All right. If you don't have money, it's going to be difficult. And one of the major reasons you are here listening to me right now, those of you who are live or those who are going to be watching this video later, is because you want to make more money. And you're not just wanting to make more money for making money's sake, like I dealt with last week, asking you the question why. You have fantastic reasons that is pushing and motivating you to do all the things that you want to do. Now, to be able to make money, there are a few places we can play. And one of them is to get a job. All right. And I'm going to try to define what a job really, really means. Another way is to learn a skill and render the service to businesses or to individuals with our skill, or let me call it talent. The third way is to start or be a part of a business, all right, where you render product or service that solves problems for people. Now, in either of all of these ways, of course, there's a fourth one, but that's not really relevant for now. Either of these ways, there are key performance indicators, something that lets you know you are doing well. All right. If you go to school and you got a degree and you did not get a job, forget all the beautiful definitions. You are not doing well. True of us. Because you will become a burden to yourself. You become a burden to your loved ones. They might not tell you immediately, but after a while, even your parents will start to sing songs with proverbs, trying to tell you that, oh God, it is time to go and get something done. Sometimes, even your parents, when you are eating meat, the way they will look at you and say, so this meat, they sweet for your mouth. Your mates are bringing meat to this house, are bringing food to their houses. All you know is to eat. All right? So because there's an expectation of what you're supposed to be able to have. But when you do not have it, all right, it becomes a burden. The same way, if you learn a skill, let's say you can do graphic design. By the way, guys, please post for me the skills that you have learned. So just give me random skills. I know some of you have multiple skills. Please just bombard me in the comment section with different skills that you have acquired. And I'd like to talk about some of them as I see them, all right? So let's say you learn how to do graphic design. So what measures your success? What measures your success? Somebody just typed something that's making me laugh. But I'm coming for you. Wonders, Gabriel Simeon, I'm coming for you. You people are imposters. I will come for you. Don't worry. See that thing you type. It will cause trouble today. All right. Now, you have amazing skills that you have acquired. But there are KPIs that measure if you are doing well with your skill. So if you have a skill and you are not making money, all right, and you are broke and you're not able to afford the things you desire or the life you desire, something is wrong. Did you get it? Number 3, if you have a business, it could be a service based, it could be a product based, but if your business is not making sustainable profits, not just profits, but a lot of profits, you're not making money, you're not making profit, the business is not growing in market share, it's not growing in size, all right, then it becomes a burden. All right. Thank God says he has graphics design, website design, video editing, mini importation. Mini importation is a business now, it's not a skill. All right. All of these fantastic skill. Gabriel has presentation skill, fantastic. There's somebody that has digital marketing skills here. Smith Victor, fantastic. Sishu Salifu has auto electronician of buses. Wow. Only God knows what that means, but it looks like, yeah, you can do something with cars, yeah? All right. Sales funnel building, Facebook advertisement, that's Sedion. All right. Fantastic skills, yeah. Now, guys, all of these skills are a burden if you are not making money. Not just money, a lot of money. Let me put it this way. If you're not making enough money, let me repeat it. If you're broke, let's put it there. If you're broke, it is a burden. So now, everyone listening to me either has an education. I believe all of you have an education, yeah? So you have a degree. You want to work and build a career as an employee. If you do not have a job or the right kind of job, it is a burden. All right? If you have learned a skill or you have started an online hustle like affiliate marketing, mini importation, drop shipping, what's the other name? E-commerce, all of these things, or you have learned a skill, copywriting, graphic design, website design, all right? But you're not making enough money, you're still broke, it is a burden. Electrical installations, but you're still broke, it is a burden. What about if you have a business? You have a registered business, you've created a product, or you have a product that you are moving, or you have services that you are offering, and you're not making enough money you're supposed to make, it is a burden. So, in all of these 3 areas that I've asked you questions on, what really measures success is money. You see, all the English you have said, they are beautiful. I love it. But those English that you have said to me are going to become a burden if you don't have money. Please, do you agree with me before we continue? That if you cannot earn massive, comfortable income from your job, regardless of the career fulfillment that you have been saying, it's a burden. Huh? If you have a skill and you cannot earn enough to take care of all your bills and be fine, it is a burden. If you have a business and you are not making money, a lot of it, do you agree it's a big deal? So, success can mean a lot of things to everybody, but there is a middle ground for everyone. Is the fact that you are not just able to earn a living, but you are able to build a fortune. You're not just only able to earn a living, but you're also able to build a fortune. So in whatever it is you're doing and you're not earning enough money from it, it becomes a big problem. It becomes a big problem. So that's the foundation that I want to lay. So today, I want to talk about what I call the success key. If you have a degree and you don't have a job, one thing is missing. If you have a skill and you are broke, or series of skills and you are broke, one thing is missing. If you have a business and you're not making enough profits, or you're not making profit at all, or the business is not growing or moving the way it's supposed to be, or you're still living from hand to mouth, one thing is missing. So, in all of these three major key areas that I just touched, when you have this one thing in place, you will get successful. You will make money. You will do fine. So, 2024 is just starting. We have just done about 8 to 9% of the year so far. So, we still have about 90% of the year that we have not done. If you're going to do very well in 2024, you need to pay attention to this one thing that guarantees success in each of these areas of life. So in your business, or in our business, what has brought us together as a family here, all right, this one key thing is the most important thing. Once you know it, you need to master it. And beyond mastering it, you need to practice it. All right? Once you know it, you master it and you practice it. And you master it by practicing it. So actually doing it is what brings both mastery, all right, and success. So once you know it, you keep doing so you can master it, all right, by practicing it. So it is the key thing for anything that you are doing. So if somebody approaches me today and says, I want to get a certain dream job, or is there anyone here that has a dream job, but you are not doing that dream job yet? Please type dream job. Is there anybody here? You really want to get a job. There is such a job that is a dream job. There is such a job that you want to get, and it's a dream job. Someone's still interested in job, but you have a dream job that you want to get. You have not gotten it yet, but you want to get it. Macaro said dream business. Okay, there's a dream job. Just type dream job for me. If you have a dream job, but you don't have it yet, but you want to get, there's a certain job that is a dream job that you want. Okay, fantastic. So if you had met me and you ask me, I have this dream job that I want to get, but I don't know how to get it. This is the dream job. Please, what would you advise me, or what would you counsel me to do in order to get my dream job? I would tell you this one thing I'm about to share. All right. All of you who have learned one skill or another, and you are not making money with your skills enough or at all. If you had met me and you ask me, how do I make money with this copywriting skill that I've learned? How do I make money with this thing that I've learned how to do? I'm so good at it. There is this one thing that is missing. That's what I would tell you. And if you have a business and it's not doing as well as you want it to do in profits, in sales, there is one thing that I will also recommend for you to be able to do. So the question is, what is this one thing? What is this key to success? Those who have it will succeed at anything that they are doing. Massive stuff. All right. What is it? It is called selling. All right. It is called selling. That's why I said I will have problem with two people, because when I was asking them for skills, they wrote sales skills, and another person had selling skills. I said, okay. By the time I'm done with you, you know you don't have selling skills. You will know you don't have sales or selling skills. Okay. So, Can you fuse the equations together now, ladies and gentlemen? If you want to get the great and best job, your dream job, learn how to sell. If you have a skill and you are good at the skill but you are broke, learn how to sell the skill. If you have a business and you're not making a lot of money, it's because you don't know how to sell. Or you're not selling enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you, what I've written right here is the greatest skill of all time. When we talk about income generation, is the greatest skill of all time. And let me start this way. There are no experts in this skill. Okay? There are no experts in this skill. But there are levels. But no one knows it all when it comes to selling. All right? Why did I say that? I don't want some of you to say, I know how to sell. There is only one way to define if you know how to sell. There's only one way. How much money are you making versus your income goal? All right. So what is your income goal and how much are you making? That is what defines if you know how to sell or how much can you sell. Okay? So one of the greatest salesmen that we have living today would be Elon Musk. Do you agree? I mean, some years ago, the guy made $100 million with a product that does not exist. Because he got over 100 people, over 1 million people pay him $100 to pre-order for a product that does not exist. It's now that they just made the product, the Cybertruck. You're not a salesperson because you say you're a salesperson. You're not a salesperson because it is your job title. You're not a salesperson because you attended a sales training. You're a salesperson because you can sell. And you will not get a job, a great job, if you can't sell. You will not get to make money with your skill if you can't sell the skill. And your business will not make profit if you cannot sell. So, if you want to measure your sales ability, measure your net worth or your bank balance. Do you get me? If you want to measure your sales ability, measure your net worth or your bank balance. I don't know how it works in academia, but I believe that you're promoted based on some kind of KPIs, which are necessarily not the number of years you have been lecturing. It could be because of the degrees you have. I don't know how it works, but I know that there are things you have to do as efforts that makes you stand out beyond others who are not doing those things. And the same thing goes in corporate employment. All right? You're promoted as you meet your KPIs based on your job description. Whatever it is that they ask you to do, the more you're able to meet up, the more you keep rising up your career ladder. And for every business organization, there are few things that measure as value to an organization. Now, regardless of your job description, if you can be able to contribute in any of these ways, you will rise very fast on the job. All right, fantastic. You will rise very fast on the job. Number one, every business that you are working for wants to make more money. Nene, welcome to the show. Every business wants to make more money. So if you have a way to help your employer make more money, you're going to rise very fast in that company or in that business. Number two, every business wants to save more money. So it is not just about making more money alone, it's also about saving more money. So a business like one of our businesses made over $1 million in the last business cycle, but at the end of the day made a loss. So we ended up with a gross loss, not because we did not make money, but because there were too many things that took the money away. So if we had a way to save more money, even if we did not make more than what we made, we will have profits and not loss. So to be able to save money would become something valuable to us. And any employee that is able to come up with ways we could do that will become very valuable to the company and automatically will be able to rise. They will make more money. They will do all of the beautiful English that you guys spoke earlier. All right. Number three, every business wants to increase market share. So in whatever industry the business exists in, they want to own a larger part or more part of the market share. They want to increase their market share. Number four, they want to enhance their brand. All right. They want to grow the perception of people about what they do. They want it to increase. Now, any employee that can serve in any of these four key areas are going to be promoted. They're going to rise. They're going to make more money in that context. So you would notice that more sales with any business can get them these four things. It can help them make more money. It can help them save more money. It can help them increase market share. It can help them enhance brand. Okay? Okay, fantastic. So that is for those who are trying to get a job. If you have a skill, it's very easy. Whatever it is you can do, if you know how to sell it, you will make more money. You will be very fine. If you're starting any business or you're running any business right now, if you know how to sell, you're going to make more money. So we have established that we can fall in any of these three categories, but there's one thing that guarantees our ability to succeed very greatly, either in our business, in our career as an employee, or with our skills, either as a freelance, a side hustle, or a self-employed person. Your ability to sell. So if there's one thing you need to learn, deliberately learn this year, it is the ability to sell. Your sales skills are your most important skill this year. Okay. So somebody is going to now ask, so how do we learn how to sell? How do we learn how to sell? And that's what I want to try and teach briefly a bit about it. I'm going to be teaching that later down the line. And I'm going to be creating a course about it. I think I might mix it with Beyond the Course or just do it separately as a sales skill so people can learn. But this is the most fundamental truth you're going to hear about selling. Please listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody can teach you selling. There's nobody that can teach you selling. Selling is not really a skill that you learn by listening. Selling is like swimming. The only way you learn is to practice. Do you get me? The only way you learn is to practice. Let me ask you this critical question. How many of you in the last years have heard two people teaching about something about selling or sales keys or whatever, and they said contradictory things? All right? I have heard person A say we should face right when we are selling, and person B say we should face left when we are selling. How many of you have had something like that? You've remembered you've had an encounter where a trainer or a speaker said something and someone else said the opposite of that thing, and you're wondering which one do we now follow? If you have been learning sales, yes. If you have been, you will have heard people say contradictory things. Which of them is right? They are both right. Because it's possible that what they are sharing is what worked for them. So no matter what I teach you about sales, there's only one way you learn how to sell. It's to go out and actually sell. Do you get it? It's to go out there and actually sell. That's the only way you learn. So this is not about, I will share with you 64 key principles of selling. And you carry biro and paper. How many times have you been carrying biro and paper? That will be writing. So it's the first. And after I finish the class, you'll be like, oh, Dr. Sam, oh, you have so taught us today. Oh, thank you. Oh, class was on fire. You come back next week, you still have the same financial issue. You have not made more money. You probably have more bills to pay. And you are wondering, do you get me? Do you know why banks makes a lot of profits? Two things. Banks makes a lot of profit because they have the ability to pay consultants to teach them things, and they have the ability to pay for the implementation of the things that the consultants teach them. Should I shock you? What most of you listening to me know about selling today is the same thing that banks pay millions to people like us to teach them or teach their people. But the difference between you who knows this thing and them who are paying multi-millions for it is that they go and implement. Do you get me? So if you do not implement the things you are learning when it comes to selling, you are not learning anything. You don't know nothing. Okay? So this is very important. So the first thing that I'm mentioning about sales today is there are no experts. Number two thing that I'm saying about sales today is no one can teach you selling except you get out there and actually sell. Having said that, the love language or the most beautiful word that a salesperson like is the word no. Because when a salesperson has a lot of no, it challenges him to grow. Unfortunately, none of us wants to hear a no. We all wants to hear yes. When we say, please buy this thing, we want the person to say yes, take my money. Oh, please buy that thing, we want the person to say yes, take my money. That's what most of us want. But unfortunately, because life is not built that way, a lot of us chicken out because we get a couple of no and we feel this thing is not working. Okay? So how you learn is by going out there to keep trying. But here's the cool thing. One of the biggest lessons I learned from one of the biggest YouTubers in the world is the only way to grow on YouTube and make millions of dollars, which is something that I want to begin to implement this year. It says to keep making quality videos, but making sure that your next video is better than the previous one by at least one thing. Keep making the best quality video you can, but improve on every video. So if you can do that, every other thing else doesn't matter. So that is how to make millions of dollars on YouTube. Now let's pick that same principle and bring it into selling. When you try to sell, check out everything you do. Check out everything you say and listen to the person you're trying to sell to. Get that feedback. Don't take it personally. Find out why you got the feedback you got. Even if they buy, find out why they bought. Because if you're selling a product and you present it to 100 people and 2 people out of 100 decided to buy the product, there is a reason they bought. And the 98 people that did not buy, there's a reason they didn't buy. So if you find out the reasons for their choices, you will know how to improve yourself and your presentation or your product the next time. Every job interview is a sales pitch. I hope you know. Every job interview is a sales pitch. And I just remember something. When we were in final year in the university those days, and we were to do project defense, I saw some of the scholars in our class were shaking. Not that they didn't know what they were doing. They've had the best projects, but to present the project was a big problem for them because they do not have public speaking or presentation skill. A lot of them have glossophobia. They have never stood in front of class to talk. All right, so it was a big deal for them to be able to make presentation. On the other hand, people like me, I am Olodo in class. I study physics, by the way, so you know it's going to be difficult. All right, but I've been speaking in front of thousands of people on a weekly basis. Thousands of people on a weekly basis. And I was owning my own. I could deliver. So it doesn't matter what my project was. If it worked or not, I could present it. So when I got in front of the people who were supposed to present, because we used to have 2 kinds of presentation then. One is a general presentation that we invite even our friends to come into the audience to do that in a hall. And then we have League of Lecturers, they will sit on, you do PowerPoint presentation. First time some people even knew what a PowerPoint was. So we do PowerPoint presentation and all of that. So when it was my turn, I was ready. Come and see my slides. Oh God. It was a nonsense slide anyway, looking back now. But back then, it was one of the best slides that anyone could have wished for. And when I came up, they said, open with a story. Give them hook. I give them hook. I open with story. By the time I finished, do you know what my lecturer said? My HOD, sorry. Do you know what he said? That man changed my life because he was a prophet. He said, "You, what did you think you have done?" Okay, what had happened was the moment I finished my presentation like this, people stood up. They started clapping. You know, I was a celebrity, so a lot of people came for me. So when I finished, they stood up. They were clapping. They were shouting, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" So my HOD was angry. Like, shut up, everybody. Say, you, what did you think you have done? You have only spoken to us like a marketer. So he was not getting all the lambda integra that I was expecting to hear, but I was oh God. My my presentation was amazing. You know, I was talking something innovative, but I wasn't talking physics. I was speaking beautiful stuff. A lot of people understood what I was trying to do, but I wasn't talking technicalities. You understand? Yeah, fantastic. So, confidence is important. So, even in getting a job, your ability to sell yourself is key. And that's one thing that the interviewers look for. You must be able to articulate what you can do. We know you are good. Oh, no. We don't know you are good. You know you are good, but we don't know you are good until you're able to show us that you are good. All right. And majority of graduates have to offer is good results in their degree. Unfortunately, that doesn't so much count anymore. You have to be able to convince and show whoever is going to hire you what you can deliver. And that comes with the ability to sell yourself. So, number 4 thing I want to say about selling is that selling is about understanding human psychology. Selling is about understanding human psychology, and we'll keep learning about this. The more you know about people, the easier it will be for you to sell to them. When I was younger, I used to wonder why beautiful ladies would date ugly guys. And then I found out that they are dating the ugly guys, not because the ugly guys charmed them, but because the ugly guy could sell himself better than me, the fine boy, back then. So there will be a lady in the area, and I'll be eyeing the girl, but the girl will be dating one of my peers that I believe is ugly. So that so-called ugly guy understood ladies. Keyword, he understands the psychology of ladies and is able to use it to get the ladies to say yes to him. Me, on the other hand, I was entitled because I was good looking. I was one of the best students in class. Therefore, every beautiful girl in class should date me. No, that's why I ended up not having any girlfriend in secondary school. The point, the more you understand people, the easier it will be for you to be able to sell to them. Okay? So, learning how to sell is about understanding how people think, how people make choices, how they make decisions. All right? Because there are things that doesn't need convincing to be able to sell. For example, those who are Nigerians here, you know that Gary does not need marketing or selling to sell. True of us. What else does not need marketing? You start to use marketing for Gary when you start to package the Gary. There's Gary in Cameroon too. Fantastic. Gary is a natural seller. Just put it that we have Gary and you will sell. It's very simple. Nobody does whatever for Gary to sell. Do you know why? Who can tell me why Gary sell easily without needing any marketing or selling skill or whatever? Why? Why? The first person to type the correct answer will get a money gift. Yeah, small money, shall but you get. Why does Gary sell so easily? It's solving problem. Fantastic. Very cheap. Okay. Demand. Fantastic. He's saving license. Which one is 98? We never reached that one. Huh? We need it. Wow. Fantastic. Okay, nobody's gotten the right thing I wanted you to say, so the gift is over. Let me tell you. Do you know the reason Gary sells easily? Branding. Gary is a brand. Gary sells because of what he represents. I'm not talking about packaged branding. Not packaging. Gary itself is his own packaging. Doesn't matter where you put it. They used to put Gary barely. They just expose it now. He himself is the packaging for himself. Because of what he represents. He just sells. Gary has been consistent. Sorry if you're not from Nigeria or Cameroon. You might not know what Gary is. Gary is the number one food. The rich and the poor eat it. The village people and the city people eat it. Everyone eats it at one point or the other in their life. It's prepared in different ways. All right. So it's he sells like anything else. That's what Gary is. It's food. Eh? All right. Cassava, flour, flake, or whatever. It has different kinds of names. All right. It's okay. So you don't need to convince people to buy Gary. It's just natural for it to sell. All right, but every other thing, there is a need to convince someone to make a decision. There will always be objections. There will always be a reason to wait. There's always going to be a reason not to buy. For majority of the people that you are showing your product to, or that you are showing yourself to, there's always going to be a reason to hold on. All right. Ability to sell is to recognize what this reason could be and deal with them in your messages such that the people who are listening to you are able to make a decision in your favor faster. All right? So that is what helps in order to be able to sell. There is for the sake of this class, I'm not going to go too deep into selling, but I've already given you all the secrets already, Seth. I've given you all the secret about selling already. The number one secret here is that you have to go out and sell. You have to go out and sell. I was talking to one of my favorite people, and I said to her, Auntie, you have friends that are making several millions All right. Some of them are generating millions of dollars in sales. But you are not making money. You are broke. Said, why don't you talk to them to show you how to start the things they are doing so you can start selling? Because these friends are doing real estate. You know what my person said? My friend said, I don't know how to sell. I did not let her land though. I shout, stop that. That's a lie. I said, nobody brings selling from heaven. Everybody learns. So you have to go and learn. I said, if you're telling yourself that you don't know how to sell, how do you want to succeed in anything you are doing? I don't have to be a prophet to tell almost anyone who have money problem that your solution is selling. Camillus, you got it on YouTube. Sorry, I was not looking at YouTube. Sorry about that. I was not looking at YouTube. All right. So I can almost tell you that the problem is selling. You are not selling. Okay? So if you can fix selling, you'll be fine. If you can fix selling, you will be fine. So, how many of you have heard about the 100 days challenge that we're starting next month? It's going to be about selling. It's going to be about selling. Yes, there will be few trainings here and there, secret sharing here and there. Yeah, good, no. But it is 100 days. Could call it 100 days sales challenge, but don't limit it there like that. All right. It is 100 days of practical activities that will make sure that you sell. All right. That will make sure that you sell. It's very, very simple and direct. There are practical activities you're going to be having. Okay. I've laid foundation and I've established what I want to say. Either you are getting a job or you are doing a business or you have a skill, you will not succeed until you know how to sell. And you cannot learn selling in classroom. They can only lay foundations for you. It's like swimming. No matter the class you go to, no matter if it's Michael Phelps or what is the name of the best swimmer in the world, whatever their names are, even if they are your tutor, you, my dear, will drown. I mean, you will drink water if you enter a pool after going through 100 years of class. Okay? The only way you learn how to swim or become a good swimmer is to get into the water and swim. All right? That is the only way you get to be able to swim. Camillus. Okay. Noble impact. Okay. All right. So, just imagine what 100 days of selling would do to you. Okay. So I decided to do something interesting. I'm thinking, should I teach you this now or leave it for another time? But let me just give you a foundation. I was playing around with ChatGPT earlier yesterday, and I was able to do some kind of exercise that I wanted to share with you. So I'm thinking if I should share you the prompt, but let me just talk about it. It's going to be difficult for me to be able to share the prompt now, but I can share the prompt later on so you can be able to get it out and all of that. 2 weeks ago, I talked about vocabulary. Who remembered? All right, it's the foundation of everything you're doing, how you're going to be able to get the best results, make money, build wealth. It's about vocabulary. So your word or group of words you use are very important and pivotal to your success. All right? So there are 3 core words that I was playing around with, and there is the taboo words and there is the replacements. Now, half of what we do in selling is communication. All right, and we communicate using words. So the choice of words we use is what triggers action in other people. All right, that's not everything. Of course, a lot more things go into it. It's not just the words we say, how we say the word, our body language, when we say the words, and all of these other things, of course, plays a major role. But of course, the words we speak is the foundation. It covers up to 50% sometimes of what makes people decide to take a decision, a buying decision about the things that we're trying to sell. Okay? Okay, I don't think I'm going to do this thing I'm thinking of doing, but let me just leave that for later on. So there are 3 words that I want to quickly talk about, and then I'm going to share a prompt that I use for you. And then I'll go through maybe about 20 different words, taboo words, and their replacements based on what I generated with ChatGPT. Okay? So the first word is the word expensive. Please type it, expensive. As a salesperson, avoid using the word expensive, even though I've used expensive before and it worked. How many of you remember the story of a man that wanted me to do video for him and I did not do video for him, and I told him about sales funnel, and instead of paying me 100,000, he paid me 4.7 million. Who remember that story? All right. When I was trying to sell sales funnel service to him, I kept saying, it is very expensive. Oh, it is very expensive. Oh, I kept saying that. It's very expensive. So by the time I now told him 1 million, he just brought me to 500K straight. And for me, that time, 500K is like a year's salary. So it was jackpot. Okay, so the first word you don't say is the word expensive. You want to try and change it with the word premium. Premium. So instead of saying it's an expensive product, you say it's a premium product. It's a premium product. Why? Expensive focus. Please write this down. Expensive focus on price. Premium focus on class or value, but class. And class is a value that 99% of human beings will bow to every time, because we are all being of ego. Now, Holy Spirit, they help some of us calm down. How many of you Yorubas that are here, when you were getting to about 12 years, those 10 years old could not call you by your name? You start to vex. Yoruba people, those who are old enough, when you go to 12 years, they dare not mention your name. 10 years old, you are 12 years old. But if a 10 years old dare call you by your name, heaven will fall. Comment 222 if you were like that, Agbaya. You must put brother in my name. How dare you call me by my name? Put brother. If it's a lady, let me auntie. Call auntie. So we all respond to that. So if I want to sell you a product, I want to sell your product, I will not say this is an expensive product. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're about to let you is a very expensive. No, 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 no. It is premium product. Okay. Airline, they they went to do one class inside the cabin where they give you 2 water when they give others 1 water, like that, and they put it in front of the plane behind the business class. They now call it premium economy. They didn't call it expensive economy. The seat is the same with economy. Almost everything is the same. But because you are in front, they give you some more rice and more this thing. They call it premium economy. But they don't call it expensive economy. All right. So that's the first word that I want you to eliminate. The second word is the opposite of expensive, cheap. Cheap is a taboo word. Who can tell me why cheap is a taboo word? I know that your product is lesser in price than competition and you feel that should be a good leverage, a good selling point. Yes, we agree. But please don't call it cheap. This is cheaper. Oh, this product is actually cheap. Why is cheap a taboo word? It doesn't have value yet in it. Thank you, Gabriel. Fantastic answer. Thank you, Felix. Cheap products are inferior. Almost everybody accepts that, either subconsciously or consciously. We all believe that once it is cheap, it's inferior. The only challenge is when we can't afford the expensive one. Is when we go for the one that is lesser in price. But inside us, we know that one day, we'll be able to afford the one that is more expensive. I took 2 of my younger ones one day, 2 guys, to the mall. We're going to the mall. We're at the mall, sorry. And then I saw a branded store. I think it's Lacoste. I think so. They were selling polo and stuff there. So I said, how much do you think each of those polo costs? So one of them says maybe 5K. The other one says maybe 3.5. I said, okay. I knew I was about to baptize them. So I said, let's get into the store. So somebody came to attend to us and I asked the lady, oh, fantastic. Please show me your cheapest order here, your cheapest polo here. So he showed us one simple looking polo. I said, how much is this cheapest polo you've got? And the lady looked at us and smiled and said, 85,000 naira. And that was the cheapest polo. And the boys that I took there had said, it cannot be more than 5K. The other one says 3.5. 5K, 3.5. So for the first time in their life, they saw a polo that is worth more than 10 times the highest price that they perceive a polo should cost. And they were so angry, they could not believe that a polo could cost that much. They could not believe what is in the polo. That. And I remember that I used to be like that. There was a period in my life that I was wearing 400 naira shirts as a graduate, ladies and gentlemen. As a graduate, my shirts were 400 naira. 400 naira is less than 4 cents. You can imagine. And I will iron it, and oh God, and I will go borrow a suit, put on it, and then I will go on stage to go and speak life to the lives of people. And it's 400 naira. There was a time in my life that I only have one shoe at a time. Fantastic black shoe. My shoe cost between 1,200 and 1,900. They pass, they enter 2K. 2016 was the first time I bought a 5,000 naira shoe. It was a blue suede. I rock that shoe. I rock the life out of that shoe. 5,000. It was the most expensive shoe I've ever bought. It was my premium shoe. I only wear it when I'm doing mega seminar. So I want to do seminar in a hall of 500 people. That people come with Jeep to come and hear me. I wear that blue shoe. Most expensive shoe I bought that year. Today, ordinary slippers that I'm wearing is more than 100K. Slippers. I've not talked shoe. I don't even know how much my shoe costs. I have a designer that bespoke. They make shoes for me. I just send them millions. I'm serious. This last Lagos that I went to, they did not want me to travel. A shoe brand styled me. I did not know how much each shoe costs, but I paid the millions. And it's nothing. Okay? So, the same boys that time too, I'm sure one of them is in England. I don't know where the other one is. They are doing pretty fine. I'm sure they are no longer wearing 3.5 and 5K shirts anymore. All right. But the idea is, when they say a product is cheaper, we immediately assume it's inferior. Now, why did I go all this route? Is to say even those of us who are buying inferior, cheap things now, things that are cheap now, we're only buying it because we don't have money to buy the expensive one. It's our heart of hearts. One day when money comes a lot, we'll say me to you to NEPA. How can I be buying this kind of cheap things? All of a sudden, it's no longer good enough for you. You wanted the more expensive one. All of a sudden, just like that. Okay? So, don't use cheap for any product. Use affordable instead. So again, it shifts the conversation from price to value. So if you say expensive, people think about price. If you say premium, they think about value. And what's the value? Class. Do you get it? Oh my goodness. Let me not. I wanted to give some examples of sometimes that you go to buy something somewhere. Want to go and buy something somewhere, and then they decide to put that thing on you, and shame is not allowing you to remove it from your body again, and you just have to pay for it. But you know that's not the one you wanted. You wanted a cheaper one. But because everybody has seen you wear it, and they all say, it looks good on you. Oh, like you are this, you are that, you are that. You just carry go and all of that. So when you say premium, it speaks more of quality and not just high price. And when you don't say cheap, when you say affordable, it also does the same thing. Cheap means low quality. Affordable simply means you can pay for it. Okay? So the third word that I used here is the word try. This is a taboo word. You don't say try our product. Try this out. Try this out. Instead, you say explore. Explore. Instead, you say explore. So what I did was I wrote a prompt and I said, ChatGPT, you are a sales expert. I said, I need you to come up with some words you should never say in sales and replace them with a better word. And I say, for example, instead of saying expensive, you say premium. Instead of saying cheap, you say affordable. Instead of saying try, you say explore. I said, now come up with 10 more of these words in a table format. One column showing the taboo word and the other column showing the replacement. Now, I went further and now said, using the same format, create 20 more and add a third column explaining briefly why each replacement is better than the taboo word. So give me 3 rows and I'm going to share them with you. And then I decided to take it a step further. I said, add an extra column using each of the taboo words and their replacement in a sentence to show clarity. Make the sentence more of a sales conversation. Do this for the above 20 examples. So now I have 4 columns. One column contains the taboo word, second column contains the replacement, the third column contains the explanation of why the replacement is better, and then, of course, the fourth column is using it in a sentence. So do you want me to read all the 20 for you? Should I? Should I? Okay, so let's see what ChatGPT did. Word number 1, compromise. Compromise, that's the taboo word. The replacement is collaboration. Collaboration. So the explanation, the reason for choosing collaboration over compromise, said it emphasizes a positive, mutually beneficial action. Example, let's find a collaboration that suits both parties' needs, ensuring a win-win situation. Word number 2, lazy. Instead of using lazy, use efficient. And I don't understand this ChatGPT. How does lazy and efficient come together? Anyway, let's see. It said focuses on productivity rather than negativity. Okay, we've implemented more efficient processes to enhance productivity and achieve better results. Okay, so instead of saying you can do it lazy or it's a lazy approach to getting something done, you can say it's an efficient way of getting something done. Okay, maybe I'm the one explaining this for him. Number 3, impossible. The taboo word impossible. Replace it with challenging. And the reason for this is positively frames a difficult situation. So when you call impossible challenging, it's positively frames it. And the example is, while it may be challenging, I believe we can find a solution that meets your requirements. Number 4, the word bossy. It changes it with assertive. Okay, this is not really doing what I really want. I think it's just giving me random general words and whatever. It's not really making it sales word as much as possible. But anyway, it's an exercise that I want you to do. It's an exercise that I want you to carry out just to know some of these words and better words that you can use. The idea is you being able to have a better word to communicate when you're trying to sell, avoiding some use of some words and being able to focus on other better use of words that will help you in order to get the best results that you want. All right. So thank you. Vocabulary is very important. So I'm going to send you the prompts later on. I'm going to put it as a description under this video. Don't worry. If not, I'll send to the group so they can share with everybody, so you have access to it, and all of that. The prompt for the other one, I've already uploaded it. So if you check the video on YouTube, you're going to see it. That's for the YouTube, faceless YouTube video. So it's already there. Okay. So let's take this further. This week, I have an assignment for you. I have an assignment for you. The Lost Trumpet, I can see you. When last have you been to class? It's good to see your face again, sir. Happy New Year. All right. So I have an assignment for you all, and it's about selling. I want you to try and sell something this week. Anything. Sell your shoe to your younger brothers. If you're a young person here, go and take your mommy's wrapper and sell it back to her. Make sure they pay you. Just sell something to somebody. You can do it online, you can do it offline, but please sell something. All right? Please sell something. Okay? Please sell something. All right. So question is, if I'm going to teach you how to sell, how many of you will be willing to learn selling from me? This is pure selling, nothing else but just sales. Anybody will be willing to learn selling from me. Don't worry, I'm not about to sell you a course. I'm just asking if you would like to be my student of selling. Oh my goodness. I so much love selling, eh? Let me tell you guys a story. There used to be an undergraduate I was mentoring several years ago. This was the year that I just made my first ₦1,000,000. So I was mentoring him, and he noticed that I know how to sell anything. I turn anything to money and just sell it fast. Let me give you an example. One day, I was having a conversation in a class. So I was teaching them, and I mentioned in a story that I used to compress video to 1 megabyte to 2 megabytes so that they can send those videos to people easily on WhatsApp, and people will be able to download it because it's not heavy, and the video will still retain their quality. Then I mentioned, how many of you would like to know how I do it? Everybody raised their hand, and I said, 5K, pay 5K, I'll show you. And people were giving me money, and the boy was looking. How did you do this? So I didn't know he was looking. So one day he mentioned something I did not know. I said, hey, really? Share with me. How does it work? He said, sir, it will cost you. I said, I don't understand. He said, but that's what you taught me. So he monetized it quickly. All right, guys. So I want to give you a big assignment. Who is ready to do my assignment? I want you to look for a real estate company that is selling land or building. All right? And reach out to them and tell them that you would like to sell their products. Make sure it's a developer, not a broker you are going to talk to. Don't talk to another broker. No people where they just post real estate. Make sure that they really, really have properties. All right? And try to sell their properties. Just do it anyhow. Next week, come and tell me your experience. All right? Just do it anyhow. But I want all of you to post at least a land or a house on your status or on your Instagram this week. Post something real estate, please. If you're already selling, great. All right, if you're already selling, great. So last week, I gave you a couple of things that I asked you to write down that I was going to teach about. Who can remember? Number one is income. Who can remember all of this? Please type them for me. So I'm getting into the second part. I'm not going to do personal branding today, Bisoye. Bisoye, by the way, your section will be after your crypto class. So once you are done with John Paul, I'll be waiting for you. All right, sir. So who has it? Can someone post everything together? Okay, fantastic. One is missing. Oh, Nana. Expenses, debt, asset, liability, cash flow, compound interest. Okay, fantastic. So I said, Nana has finally found it. Income, expenses. Okay. So who's ready to talk about money? It's been a long time I actually thought about this. But I want to teach you in the next 1 hour one of the greatest classes you probably listen to this year about money. So what I really want to do is just interpret the meaning of each of these concepts and tie it around something that I want you all to be able to do. Okay? So they are income, expenses, assets, liabilities, cash flow, compound interest, debts. All right. So normally I'd love to ask you to define what they are, but because of time, I'm not going to ask you to define what they are. I'm going to just, excuse me, I'm just going to try and talk about them one after the other. But I actually want to focus on one or two of them that are important. One of these is called king. Who knows what they call king here? Which of them is called king? Cash flow. Okay, so let's start with that. What is cash flow? What is cash flow? Casey said income. Steady income. Now that's a better one. All right. Cash flow means consistent income. Consistent income. Consistent income. The key word is consistent. All right. Let me even take it a step further. I will call it predictable, consistent income. Please write it down. Meaning of cash flow. It is king. It is what every one of us should have. Predictable, consistent income. Predictable, consistent income. So having a predictable $10 per day income is better than going for a contract of $10,000 that you may or may not get. Do you get it? Having a predictable, consistent $10 daily income is better than going for a $10,000 contract that you may or may not get. So, I have a very simple question. How many of you today have cash flow? Type cash flow if you have cash flow. Fantastic. So you need something that is consistent, is predictable, might be small. That is where people miss it. People think it has to be a lot of money. No. It is predictable, it is consistent, and it is coming in, as income. So that is a major thing you need to be able to have. All right, that's one thing you need to be able to have. And this is why I always advocate you must never stop running ads. You must always be selling something consistently. People must be seeing your product and buying every day. Every day. I emphasize this for you since April of 2023 during the 30 days challenge. Yeah. You must always be selling. If a day passes and you didn't make money, you should feel like you are sick. You should have fever that night that you didn't make any money. Any money did not come. It has to continuously come. Please, your salary is not cash flow. If you type cash flow and you were meaning salary, go and delete it. It is not cash flow. Yes, it's predictable. Yes, it's consistent, but it's monthly. Except they pay you daily. Then we can talk. Abdul, I just answered your question. Once you put per month, that's not what we are talking about. All right? That's not what we're talking about. So it's not salary. So please remove salary from your mind. If you have salary, great. It means you have a seed. Hi, thank you, Jesus. Any salary earner here, your salary is a seed. That's a prophetic word. It just came. I knew it's for somebody. Your salary is a seed. You are poor because you have been eating your seed. You are struggling because you have been eating your seed. It's time for you to plant the seed. When a fruit is not enough, it is a seed. Plant it. And please, for those of you who go to church, seed is not the one you take to church or to pastor. Seed is the one you plant so that it can germinate. So I'm talking about you investing in yourself or investing in businesses. Either of those two. That is what I'm talking about. So the one you give to pastor, to your church, is charity. It is not investment. It is a wrong teaching all this prosperity gospel thing that they have used to spoil gospel. Now then they preach sow seed and God will bless you. No. God has blessed you. Then you are sowing seed. It is not sow seed so that God can bless you. Any pastor you hear that tell you sow seed so that God can bless you is a thief. I don't care who he is. Do you get me? You don't pay tithe so that God can bless you. God has blessed you. Then you decide to take any percentage you like, 10, 20, 40, 100, and give to church or to pastor, whatever. And that's why they vex. All of you carry your salary last month to go and give one pastor in the name of first fruits. Something's doing you in the nose. You just have not smelt it. So, what you give to church is charity. Oh. God is not moved by your money. Oh. God has blessed you. Oh. I'm not saying don't give to church. Please get me right. The reason you are giving is wrong. If you want to make more money, you don't give church or pastor money to make more money. That's not God, though. That's scam. What do you do to make more money? Invest in yourself or invest in businesses. That's how to make more money. So I hope that's a deliverance for somebody. I'm in prophetic mode, I'm sorry. But I just had to let you know. It's okay to give to church, please don't get me wrong. But don't give the expectation of being blessed more. No, that's not how God bless you more. God bless you more when you do more business, when you invest more, when you sell more. That's when God bless you more. Okay? Whatever you give to your worship center is a worship. You're acknowledging God for already blessing you. You're not giving so He will bless you. That's in a scam. Okay. May God give you understanding. May God give you understanding. So, which means if you don't get money, you have no business giving anything to church. Or go and buy courses, train yourself, go and apply, build business, make money, then come and give church after. Huh? Uh-huh. You have not found something that you eat tomorrow. You carry. Let me not get ahead of myself here. Okay. So, you have a salary. Your salary is a seed. Stop eating it. All right? Stop eating your salary. Sow it. And when I not say sow again, invest it in yourself. Please, what is investment in yourself? Who can tell me what I mean by investment in yourself? Investment in yourself is not ordering 4 cow Lego. Because some idiots, I know they are not here. Maybe they will watch this later. They would think investment in yourself is to go and, that's not it. Oh, thank you. God, you people are the best. Develop yourself. Buy courses, learn, add more skills, get mentorship. That is investment in yourself. Be a better version of you. Train yourself. Expose yourself. That is it. This year, I'm investing like they send me no business. I dey buy courses. I dey buy programs. That's me, Millionaire Mentor. I'm buying stuff. And I'm happy I'm buying. And I'm not just buying. I'm learning. Hi. Okay. Of course. Thank you, Obama. All right. So that's cash flow. It has to be predictable, consistent income. That is what cash flow means. And that is what all of you, all right, what all of you want to be able to achieve, including me. There is no day since I don't know what year that I don't make money. It might be $1. The good thing about me since 2021 January is I make money passively every day. Passively every day. Might not be a lot of money. Please get this correctly. Our goal is not volume. Our goal is just that something comes in. Okay? If something comes in. That's the goal. That's the goal. All right. Something comes in. So every day I have income that I'm not actively working for. Every day since that year, at least I've tracked it down till now. Today that just ended, I have made money. If I open my phones now and check, I probably have made money. This is 2 hours into today. I probably have made something. It might be $10, it might be $20, it might be $1. Doesn't matter. I make money every day, every day, every day. So please, your goal this year, I want you to write it down, is to make sure you have an income daily, no matter how small. No matter how small, something enters daily. All right? Could be 1 sefa. It could be 1 shillings. It could be 1 anything. Please make sure something comes in daily. So work towards it, okay? You might not be there yet, but work towards it. Let that be your own success KPI. That if I am able to close this year, and by the end of this year, I know that I have an predictable, consistent income, daily income. All right? That's when you will know that you have done very well for yourself. So that's the first one. All right? The second one that I want to talk about, I think I will talk about this one last, but let me quickly talk about what we call the cash flow system. And just break it for you. So can we get to class? Sorry, I have a few more minutes to teach. All right. So we have these guys. We have income. We have expenses. We have assets. We have liabilities. Okay. So these 4 is what I want to teach something around. But before I do that, let me just take them one after the other. I want to tie them together and explain a few things. What is an income? Income is money that comes into your pocket. Very simple. Income is money that comes into your pocket. There are 4 major ways you can make an income. Number 1 is from your job, if you have a job. Number 2 is from your business. We can call it small business. So you have a small business you're doing, online hustle, some skill, some professional stuff, or some new small scale business that you start creating product or selling services. All right. The next one is big business. All right. And then the final one is through investments. All right. Now, each of these 4 has the name they call the income. The income from job is called salary. Abi? Abi? The income from small business or self-employed can also be called salary, or can be called profit. Okay? Income from big business is called director's bonus. All right? And income from investment is called ROI. Okay? So all of these are income. Did you get it? So these are the 4 major ways. So you're either on a job, or you have a side hustle, a small business, or you are a big business, or you are an investor. Either of these ways. So that's what income means. Expenses, on the other hand, are your bills. All right, your bills. I call them, another name is lifelines. Your expenses are not bad things. Hello? Your expenses are what keeps you alive. Your expenses are what keeps you alive. The basic things like your food, your clothing, your shelter, and other bills that follows the shelter are all expenses. Okay? And if you run a business, all your business expenses, the things that need to be paid for you to remain in business, they are the lifelines, they are bills. Okay? So those are your expenses. They are very important. Without it, you're not alive, you're not living. All right? You need to be able to pay your bills. So those are expenses. Is that clear enough? Income is money coming into your pocket. Expenses are the things you are buying to remain alive, or you are paying for to remain alive. KPI is key performance indicator, in case somebody did not get it earlier. Okay. So that is what expenses means. Do we get it? Are we clear? Alimat, did you get it? Okay, fantastic. So let's go to assets. What is an asset? Asset is anything you buy that brings money to your pocket. Assets is anything you buy that brings money to your pocket. Let me make it clearer. Anything you buy that brings more money to your pocket, those are assets. Can I ask you a question? If you build your dream home, is it an asset? Especially the one in your village, or if they sold you one land at one corner there, maybe Bejuleki or somewhere and all of that, or, wherever, is that land an asset? Now we're getting polarizing a bit. All right. So how do you know an asset? Is anything you buy that keeps bringing more money into your pocket. So is this house bringing more money into my pocket? Is this land bringing more money into my pockets? If it is a no, it is not an asset. It's a form of asset, but not a real asset in the definition of asset. Please follow the definition I'm giving you. All right? If you sell it, you're only converting it to cash flow. It is not bringing money to your pocket. So, please, ladies and gentlemen, the true meaning of asset, the way I want you to begin to understand it, is money printer. Printer of money. Asset means money printer. Guys, do you know that some of you pray for me every day because I'm an asset to you? I'm printing money for you. It's just that some of you, the process of your printing is still going on. You have not started collecting it. And I wanted to say to everybody in the family, be patient. Something big is coming. Be patient. Huh? Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So asset is a money printer. So if it's not printing money, it is not an asset in this context. Okay? So I want you to keep that in mind. And then we have the last one, liabilities. What does liabilities mean? Liabilities is what we call money spender. Money spender. Thank you, Chris. You are following. Liabilities are anything you buy that you have to spend money on or keep spending money on. So your house where you buy or build is a liability. That house is not making you money, but you have to pay electricity bill for that house. You have to maintain the house. You have to pay security to guide the house. You have to pay this, pay that, pay government, pay all sort of things. Some of you even have mortgage you're paying on the house. That is a pure liability. Okay? So whatever you spend money to maintain is a liability. Like a car, you buy the car, but you have to keep fueling the car. So if the car is not bringing in more money, it's not an asset. If you're spending money to keep on maintaining it, it is a liability. Let me shake small table here. Your girlfriend is a liability. Someone say some boyfriend too. Ah, okay. Your child is a liability too. Is your child bringing more money into your pocket? Are you spending on your child? See, it's not sentiment. It does. Not all liabilities are bad. Please get it right now. Not all liabilities are bad, but you must know what is a liability and what is an asset. Huh? Joy is not more money. My dear Joanne, that's not more money. I'm not saying cut them because what a lot of us, me especially, when I started learning about money, is that liabilities are bad. We need to get rid of them. No. You just need to have more assets than liability. Simple. What do I mean? It means that the income from your assets must be more than the liabilities you are paying for. Simple. You need liabilities to survive. Abba, you don't want to take care of your children. You still need a girlfriend now, even though most girlfriends are liabilities. But there are girlfriends that are assets too. Their presence in your life is bringing you more money. Not that they are giving you cash directly, but their presence in your life is bringing you more money. So they are assets. But there are some, iPhone 15 Pro Max, Samsung S22 Ultra. They are using the last year, but they want the latest one. For what reason? No reason. You just have to buy for them because they will not be happy if they are not wearing a Cameroon here, be Brazilian or whatever here. Do you know, guys, I tried to have a girlfriend in 2021. And then one day, she just sent me a message, say, I'm in your area. So I came to Nigeria. So, and then I was staying in Lekki, somewhere around Lekki. So this lady sent me a message that she's in my area. Where am I? So she sent Google Map. I traced. I discovered it was behind the apartment. So there's another apartment. So only for me to get there to see her, she was in a hair salon, or it's not a salon. You know these people that sell hair. So the lady sells hair. So she's using the duplex to sell hair. So moment I opened the door, I knew I was in for it. So long story short, ladies and gentlemen, Brazilian hair dropped from my pocket with one other willy wig like that. She bought 2 wigs. And I calculated it. It's somebody's papa's 1 year salary that has dropped just like that. Liability. No wonder we did not spend more than 1 month to broke up big time. Last year I tried to date somebody for 1 week. We're having a talk. We're just walking down the road one evening like that. This was in Dubai. And then the lady said, my birthday is coming, Sam. You know, she speak Oyibo. My birthday is coming, Sam. So I'd like you to get me a G-Wagon. I broke up on street. G-Gini. H-Wagon. She me going to a G-Wagon. I broke up straight. This is where. So, please, if you're a lady here, be an asset, not a liability. So sleepless nights. All right, guys. So, these definitions are very important. I want you to understand them because of the things that I'm trying to explain to you. So we have income. You know what income means now. That's money coming into your pocket, into your bank account. Money coming. If they dash you money, is an income. If they give you money, is an income. If you sold your skill and they pay you for it, is an income. Once money comes to you, please, it's your money, not community contribution that they put in your hand. That one is not an income. It's not an income. Even if it's hook up, self Chris Obama, is an income. Hook up is income. If you go to see your boyfriend, they pay you transport fare, it's an income. I just left Lagos. There's one celebrity lady that came to visit me. When the lady came, I was even busy. We're having class. So I really did not have her time. So after the class now, she left. She now sent me a message that she came to greet me in my house. I did not give her thanks for coming. I did not understand, so I did not answer. 2 weeks later, a week later, she sent me another message. I came to your house last week. You did not give me thanks for coming. Ladies, please, what is thanks for coming? I sincerely, I don't understand. Celebrity, if I mention the person name, many of you know the person. What is, I did not I'm a born again Christian. Please don't say that thing. Yeah, I don't do those things. Have you ever caught me do those things? Please, I'm a very sanctified man, serious virgin. So don't even bring. That's the meaning. That stands for coming. Something I should mention. No, I don't do that. Payment for the time and effort. She did not do any effort. Oh, she carry herself come estate, sit down. I even told what's the name of this boy in the house, Dotun, to go and buy food. Dotun drove, went to Black Bear, bought food, bring, serve her. She ate everything. Dose of, I did class 3 or 4 hours. I did my class. I finished class. Then I attended to her. Nice to see you. How is this? How is that? Thank you. I'm about to go. And then left. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye. Say I did not give thanks for coming. Liabilities. I should do makeup. You know, I've been hearing all these things that they used to say happens in Nigeria. They say, when I want to come and see a guy, they will first do hair, they will do makeup, they will pay for makeup artists to do makeup, pay for hair, pay for new dress, and all of that. I did not know she did those things, because I did not send her. You want to meet Sam Harvard, you came to Sam Harvard house. We even fed you, gave you food. What else? I opened wine, expensive wine for this lady. And I'm not a worldly person. I did not touch you in an ungodly way. So which one is thanks for coming? Let's leave that stuff. Ladies and gentlemen. So you get it, yeah. So income, expenses. Your expenses are your lifelines. Your expenses are your lifelines. Some of you are so corrupt, you can't even believe that there are people of God left in this life. All of you are thinking about bad things. May God have mercy on you. Thank you, Jerry. Chris Obama, are we still together? Yeah, that's the only person that believes I'm a man of God in Islam. The rest of the yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I'm not you. It's not everybody that does what you do. Some of us are very holy in our own way here. Abi? So, I'm not going to talk more than that. Okay, guys. So I'm going to be building something together out of this. And I want to take us back memory lane into this diagram. How many of you remember this diagram? Income, expenses, assets, abilities. This is not cash flow quadrant. It's on Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, Robert Kiyosaki. Okay. So, from all those things that we talked about, you have your income. When you spend it, you have your expenses. So, money goes in, it's supposed to be like this. Money goes in and comes in and go out. That way. Okay? So, here's the deal. Every one of us is supposed to be buying assets so that assets can generate more income for us. Okay? Now, liabilities okay, let me explain the fifth concept first, then I will tie everything together so that you get it right. What does this mean? What does debt means? Okay, money you owe. Nice one. Owing money. Okay? That's what debt means, yeah? When you borrow or when you are owing, that is debt. Okay. Debt is not money owed or money borrowed. Debt is an asset. I want you to follow me carefully. I'm trying to show you something that I discovered recently last year. I mentioned this to you last week that I just discovered that and it blew my mind like mad. I used to believe that debt is when you owe somebody money or you borrowed money from somebody, etc. and all of those things. A bad thing, you should not do it. Owe no man nothing, da 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 da. One of my beloved bishop used to say, debt free. We got all of this thing debt free. Yes, that's my bishop. So I grew up believing that you're not supposed to borrow. No, we're not owing any bank. We're not owing any whatever. Somebody said good debts. Good debt and bad debts. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I discovered. Every big business, anything big, is built on debts. Anything big is built on debt. Can you name any successful company? Give me a random successful company's name. Flood the timeline with it. Help me out. Somebody. Give me Microsoft. Google. Just give me. Oracle. Give me names. Give me names. Meta. Yes, Meta. Apple. Coca-Cola. Give me name. Facebook. Bookface. Dangote Group. Thank you. Samsung, Jumia, XYZ. Thank you for mentioning Ziva. Thank you. I like that. Nigerian government. I'm coming to government. Let's deal with companies first. See, all the companies you are mentioning, all of them, they are built on debt, including your church. Yes, I know your bishop is saying debt free. Even your church is built on debt. So what does debt means? Very simple. It simply means OPM. Do you get it? Other people's money. Other people's money. Nobody built a big business with his own money. Dangote's refinery was built on over $8 billion or $13 billion of debt. Do you think Elon Musk bought Twitter with his own money? Debt. Jane said, borrowed asset. I love you, Jane. In a godly way, in a godly kiss. Now I give you because the writer for Bible say make we kiss one another with only kiss. So you cannot be truly wealthy if you don't have debts. Debt is a good thing. Debt is a necessary thing. If you are building any business, I don't care how big your business is, and you don't have debts yet, you are still small. Now, I'm talking advanced things. A lot of you will not understand what I'm saying, but some of you will understand. So please, if you don't understand, don't worry. Just keep it somewhere. When you grow to that level, you understand it later in life, yeah? Debt is the secret. Do you know why a lot of you struggle? You're trying to do everything with your own money. And the concept of debt that a lot of people have is, Nana, please, my house rent is due. Please, can you borrow me 1 million? I will give you in 3 months, in 2 months. That's what a lot of people see debt to be. Oh, I want to pay my children's school fee. Please just borrow me this money. Borrow me. So this is the deal, guys. Debt is a liability until the asset you use it to buy produces more income that can cover for the liability. And I will give you a good example. Let me say this. The reason a lot of people are afraid of debts, of borrowing, is because they do not trust the assets they want to buy. Somebody just said, borrow money. Should I borrow money from a family member to learn a skill? If you trust that skill to produce income for you, you will not be afraid to borrow money from even a devil to do the skill. Your only challenge is you are not sure if after learning the skill you make money. Are you getting me now? Banks beg people to collect loan because that's how they make money, because that's how the economy works. There is no country on the earth today that does not thrive on debts. Do you think the real estate people are buying is their money they are using to buy it? You still want to buy real estate with your money? Are you kidding? How much can you have? Okay, so let me give you a good example. That's also how to get tax-free. You don't pay tax on debt. Let's not get too complicated. Let me give you a good example. Let's say I borrow $100,000 from a bank. I now bought a house with the $100,000. And then the bank asked me to pay them over 20 years, over 10 years. And let's say the bank asked me to pay $1,000 every month. Then the house that I bought, I put it on rent house. All right? And I'm getting income. You see why the house is an asset. Now, I don't borrow money to buy a house and park inside and say I'm saving rent, I'm not paying rent, so it's an asset. That's poor scholarship. But I rent that house out. Why did I rent it? Because it has to bring income. The house must generate income. So I bought an asset, which is a house. The house is generating income. So every month, the house is generating for me $2,000. When I remove bills and everything, I'm having $1,500 from the house. I'm paying liability, which is the repayment I'm doing for the bank, $1,000. I'm having a balance income of $500. So my asset is giving me $500 every month. Do you see it now? Most of the times, you would have maybe $20,000. The bank will give you $80,000. When you add it together, you get $100,000. You use it to buy the house most time, because the reality is that no bank or a finance company finances everything 100%. Yeah, they often don't do that. So you got to do something out of it. All right. So when you put it, it means the bank is going to be getting 800, and then you will be able to get your money back from it. Okay. So that is how a debt becomes an asset. When you take the money and put it into something that brings an income that is higher than what you have to be repaying on the debt. Do you understand it, guys? Do you get it? So don't be afraid to get into debt. Don't be afraid. See debt as a good thing. Okay. So I want to do something crazy. I thought about this a few minutes ago. I want to generate OPM. I want to generate 5 million. 5 million naira. This is for Nigerians. So if you're a Nigerian and you have a minimum of 500K, I want you to send me a message. I want to borrow it. I want to borrow it and use it to buy an asset. Do you get it? Do you get it? So, I have an asset that is giving me 100% of my money minimum every month. All right? And my minimum investment is 10 million. So which means if I roll 10 million into the asset, I'm making 20 million every month from it. And I'm planning to scale this year to 30 million, so I can double it to 60 million every month. So the minimum is 10 million. I have 5 million. I need 5 million. So, how many people here would like to participate and borrow me debts? Practical class. Practical class. So this is what we'll be doing. Whatever you are giving me, I'm going to be holding your money for 3 months. All right? And I'll be giving you 50% of it every month for 3 months. And at the end of the third month, you get your 100% back. So, if you give me 500K, you're going to be getting 250K every month. For 3 months, that is 750K. Then you get your 500 back. So you have made 750K profit in 3 months. Debts. So somebody is asking, what is the assets that you want to put money in that will bring such a huge something? It is not your business. It is my business. But of course, I'll tell you. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's not real estate. Real estate doesn't turn around that fast. All right? It's online course. It's online course. So we need money for marketing. All right? So we're opening 5 countries. So I need more money. And I don't use only my money to run stuff. So this is me practicalizing what I am teaching you. Are you following me? So I'm raising debts, which is now a liability, so that I can use the debt to pay for these assets. And then I use it to boost. I have 2 courses that I'm promoting. All right. And I'm starting tomorrow. Tomorrow, Monday. All right. And we have a sub-cycle of 7 days and then a main cycle of 30 days. So after every 30 days, we take profits. And for all the profits, you are getting a 50% every month for 3 months. And then you get your capital. So if you have 1 million, 2 million, maximum 5 million, minimum 500K, send me a DM. All right? If you want to do that, just chat me. It's an immediate something. Pass. You are afraid to take debts when the asset is not sure. When you doubt your asset. That is the biggest financial lesson I learned last year. When your asset is not sure, you are afraid to take debts. Me, this one, I've been doing it for years. So it's a proven asset. It's a proven asset. So, you know my number, B. Casey, put it in the charts. Let me go to YouTube in case I have somebody that wants to give me loan, OPM. Nana, how about you? Oh, some people have finished me on YouTube. Do I think it's easy for celeb to come and see me? I did not know. Now I've known. I will not be inviting any celeb to my house again. You are afraid of taking debts because you are not sure of your assets. You doubt the assets. That's why you are afraid. If the asset is sure, you will take it. You will take it. So send me a message if you'd like to be part of that. Even if you're not in Nigeria, we can arrange for you to be a part of it if you want to buy that. No problem. Okay. So what is the last one? The final one, we have talked about income, we've talked about expenses, we've talked about assets, we've talked about liability, we've talked about cash flow, we've talked about debts. Please, debt is a good thing. There is a bad debt, and that is when you collect money to pay bills. When you borrow money to pay bills, it's bad. That is what God does not like. When you collect money to pay bills, it's not good. But when you collect money to buy assets, but please be sure that the assets, you trust it before you buy it. So that's the idea. That's the idea. Okay, so the last one is called compound interest. compound interest. Last year, one of my portfolio managers, was it last year? Was 2022 December, I think. 2022 December. He sent me a message. He said, "Oh, cryptos are down. Da 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 da. I should send some money. He wants to buy some asset for me." That's how much should I send? He said, "Anything I have, but minimum $1,000." So I said, "Okay, not a problem." I sent him $1,000, and then he said, "Oh, he has bought the crypto project and stuff. That I should not worry. That once the stuff begins to come up, I'll be glad." So last year, it's not John Paul. So last year, he called me and said, he took profit from the stuff and my money has doubled. So now I have $2,000 and Naira has even appreciated, but we're talking dollars anyway. So which means if I change to Naira, it will give me much more money. So he said he wants to withdraw the asset and convert to USDT and send to me and all of that. He would take his own cut from it. So I said, you know what? Take your cut and carry the balance, which is my profits and the capital, and buy more coin. I asked him in December, is it December or January, a few weeks ago. By the way, how is my portfolio doing? Who can guess how much I have from that $1,000 right now? Who can just give me a guess? Some of you are thieves. Like Casey. Casey is a thief. He's not Kwame. He's not somebody that you people know. I told you I have about 5 portfolio managers. Ladies and gentlemen, $25,000. $25,000. Then I said, I need money. Give me. He said, no devil will make him withdraw until that stuff eats 55,000. $55K until he eats 55K. So what has he been doing? When he buys a project and the project goes up, before he comes down anything, he withdraws from that project and puts the total profit into other projects. And when it comes, he pulls everything out. He wasn't paying me. And he puts it back and keep putting it back into more. And he's waiting for the bull run. The question is, have I spent $1,000 in the last 2 years? Yes. So if I didn't give him that money, I would have blown it. If I had collected the money when it doubled, $2,000, I would have blown it. But I left it there. Okay? So, God forbid that we have problem that will be bigger than us. That will say, oh yeah, at all, just sell. So I bring 5K inside. No, leave it. All right? That's, ladies and gentlemen, is an example of compound interest. When something has the ability to be an asset and the income from the assets, you use it to buy more assets, thereby expanding the volume of your assets, it becomes compounded. The only way Warren Buffett was able to build that much wealth investing in stock is simply because of compound interest. Too many of us wants to chop money right now. There are some of you who bought Ziba shares and it's been 2 years. Some of you it's been 3 years, and some of you want to build a house with it. And when you ask what somebody, but there was somebody that came to insult me. I said, Kinemoshe, what did I do? Person say, I bought shares. I said, I'm so sorry. Say, please, how much did you buy? I asked because I wanted to compare the insult with the investments. I was thinking maybe the person invested 10 million. The person say 100K. I say, yeah. 100,000. Even if the money has doubled or tripled, is it 300K that will save your life and destiny? You will finish it. Why not compound it? Compound it. Do you think people said they bought shares or bought land, do the land banking, and they become very wealthy from land banking, were withdrawing every year? If they were selling the land every year, would he appreciate? So, the last key here, ladies and gentlemen, is you need to learn how to forget some money for 10 years. Forget some for 5 years. Forget some for 20 years. Once you have given it, just assume you lost it. Forget it. Do you know that one of my portfolio managers sent me a message? He said, "This is not public yet. It's a crypto project." He said it's not public yet. He started the message with, "Don't say I didn't do anything for you, sir," because he used to work for me and then I invest on my behalf. So he said, "Don't say I didn't do anything for you." He said, "Please go and buy this, do this, do this, do this, and delete the app after you have bought." Do you understand? He said I should put any money I have inside, but I should delete the app so I will not be checking it. So you need to be able to put money into some investments and delete the app, in quotes. Just forget it there. Just forget it there. So please, let's learn this when it comes to money management, the law of compound interest. When something brings income, learn to put the income back into it and expand it and do bigger. Sometimes it is more profitable to chop 1% of 1 billion than 100% of 100,000. Did you get me? It is more profitable to chop 1% of 1 billion than to chop 100% of 100,000. When I say delete the app, it doesn't mean literally now. It doesn't mean how you go take, withdraw, do the doesn't mean literally. It just means take your mind off it. Don't plan your next children's school fees from such investments. Long term is key. It's important. A lot of us don't have it. And I don't face insult from people. So leave it. Leave it there. Leave it there. It's important. All right. So there goes the 7 wonders of the world that I wanted to share with you. Income, expenses, asset, liabilities, cash flow, compound interest, and debts. I hope with this few points of mine, I've been able to convince and not to confuse you. All right. So please, if you do not remember anything I taught under this segment, please note this. Nobody builds anything great with his own money. No billionaire today spends their own money. They are all spending debts. Government doesn't spend their own money. There's no government. Even China is owing. Russia is owing. America, they are the number 1 debtor in the world. All right? So just know who you are collecting debt from, what you are using it to do. But please begin to see debt as a good thing. And what does debt simply mean? Other people's money that allows you to do more. Okay? So that is what debt means. So feel free to collect and use it. Use it wisely. Okay? All right, fantastic. Thank you very much. I hope you had a nice time. There is an event coming up. There are 2 events that I'm going to be having this February. One of them is Make It Work Challenge 2024. Who's happy to hear Make It Work Challenge? It's 3 days event. It's going to be great. I'm going to be having multiple guests. It's going to be coming up in February. Let me check my calendar again. Let's get ready for it. I think it's going to be from February 22nd to 24th. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days. It's going to be live on YouTube. I'm going to be having a lot of people. They are coming to tell you practical things you can begin to do for 2024 and make money. So it's all about money making anyway. Make money. Then I'm going to be having a live session this week. I think it might be today, Monday. I want to invite you guys. It's going to cost you $1 to attend. It is called Fix My Finance Program. I will be sharing 4 core things you need to fix your finance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So if you're having finance problem, which means you're not making enough money as you are supposed to be making, or you want to make more money, anything about your finance that is not doing well, there are 4 key things I'll be sharing with you. It's called the $1 webinar. It's going to last for about 2 hours, and then you can be able to get access to that. It's very, very cheap. I know. So we're going to be having that this week, maybe most likely today, Monday. It's actually going to be a recurrent webinar that I want to record, but I will allow some of you to attend it live. All right, so I'll let you know so you can attend it live. Bele, Alima, Bele, when you start buying G-Wagon for men now, they will not know that you used to sit for 3 hours on the floor. I will announce. Don't worry, you get to know about how to attend and all of that. So those are the 2 events that we're going to be having. It's going to be the bump. Now, finally, those of you who want to be part of the 100 days challenge, I am giving you the final chance to pay 50%. I don't know why you have not paid and you have joined the group. This is the final chance. By Tuesday, 9 a.m. Nigerian time, Casey, remove everybody from that group and close the group. 9 a.m. Tuesday. All right, so between now and 9 a.m. Tuesday, remove everybody from that group and close the group. You will only be able to pay full $100, not even part payments now, full, bam, from after 9 a.m. on Tuesday. All right, 100 days challenge, just for 100 people. We have a few people already, but we still want more people so that we can be able to run this together. So if you want to take advantage of that, please make sure you do so in the next 24 hours, because you would not get that price anymore after 24 hours. Remember, it's a 100-day of practical sales activities. Sales activities. And I'm promising everybody, you either make $1,000 or I double whatever you pay. It's as simple as that. It's a guaranteed stuff. You make money. The way Adlima is using one eye to look at me. Just come and attend. You will enjoy it. Casey, why are you losing sound? All right. I've forgotten that we're on YouTube. YouTube, guys, let me check. Is there any message that I've missed? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much on YouTube. I'll see you later.
A powerful business coach, millionaire mentor,